Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. In today's video, we will see the checklist for O-level additional mathematics. When we go for any exam, we make sure that we have revised all the concepts. So this checklist will help you to ensure that you have revised all the concepts before appearing for additional mathematics exam. So before we begin, you can see here my blog address and my website address. There are many free videos available for your recap or revision, and I'm sure it will help you. And if you need help in any particular topic and video is not available, you can send the request through my website address, or you can write in the comment box of any of the video and I will get that. So let's begin with the checklist. So according to the CIE syllabus, these are the topics in your course. So there are altogether 14 topics and there are subtopics within each. So before I begin, let me tell you, I'm not going to explain any concept here. For the concept revision, you can refer revision guideline, which is available on the website tkmaths.com. And beside that, free videos are available on the blog and on website both, right? So I will just go through the concepts, topics and subtopics little fast. And if you want to note down anything, you can pause the video, right? So in simultaneous equation, you need to know how to solve two linear equations and a linear and non-linear. And at times I will skip reading a few steps or pointers because you can read it yourself. So in indices, surds and logarithms, rules of indices must you know, surds mein rationalizing the denominator, conjugate surds. Now one thing is very important here. When you are reading these pointers, you should be able to connect what we are talking about. That means you're ready for the exam. But if at any point, for example, if I'm reading conjugate surd and I said, what is this? What I have to do in it? So it means I need recap, I need revision, right? So you can refer your book, textbook, or any YouTube or my videos available. So you can refer those for the quick revision or for the quick recap if it doesn't help you recalling at that point. And you should know exponential equation, what are they, how to solve them simultaneously, what are the, in which cases we substitute in the exponential equation, because there are cases when we substitute, right? Similarly, in logarithm, all these pointers you must know. So read slowly and see, you understand all this, what it is talking about. So this is all you should know. And laws of logarithm, change of base law. Though in recent calculator, they have given you option that you can apply write any base. But you know, it depends if a number is given. If letter is given, then you cannot use calculator. Then you have to have a knowledge of change of base law so that you can continue working along. In many questions, it says without using a calculator. Now, you know, it means you have to show all the steps. And they know that in both the papers of AdMaths, calculator is allowed. So you have to show through working. You have to prove that without using a calculator, you have come to the last answer. And very important thing, graph of exponential and logarithm, which most of the students forget to revise. This is also available on my website. If you want to see, you can, rather on the blog side also, because blog has more organized. Website has challenging questions only, right? Now in quadratic expression and equation, you should know completing a square, quadratic formula, factorizing form, what is minimum maximum value, sketching of the quadratic. And within sketching, you must understand all these points because you have to indicate it in your sketch. Then with respect to discriminant, you should know all these cases, right? And then at the end, solving quadratic inequality, extremely important, and where in my experience, most of the students, like they get stuck, right? If you will subscribe my any video or press the bell icon there, very soon I'm going to make a complete lessons on many AdMaths topics, maybe within a month. So you will get the indication, and for your exam, you will have handy revision and easy to understand and follow. Then in remainder and factor theorem, you need to revise all these concepts, right? not only just how to apply it, but solving cubic equation and comparing. There are three methods. If you are not aware, maybe one method helps you, but long division you must know. At many points, it is required. Their questions are framed in a manner where you cannot avoid learning this, right? Now in coordinate geometry, all these pointers, you can read slowly, you can put the video on pause and see. So this method of rectilinear figures will be helpful finding area. So if you don't know, some people call it, matrix method and this method. So you should know that, because every time shape or polynomial polygon will not be of the shape which you know. For example, square, rectangle, we know the area formula for those. But if it is a regular shape, we don't know how to apply formula. So this method helps us to find it out. Similarly, in linear law, read all these pointers. You should know the sketching. Basically, in linear law, there are 2-3 things only. So you can see the video on linear law and see, do you understand all this or not? I'm going a little slowly here so that you can also read along, or you can note down things if you want to. And if you want help in any particular topic, once again, I'm telling you, you can write in the comment of any video and I'll get the notification. So I'll make the video on that, because most of the videos I have made at the request of the student, and this is how I began my channel. And now I'm streamlining it more so that people can find a complete description of the topic. So equation, inequalities, and graph. So these are the particular types of graph in modulus you need to focus. You see, there is no quadratic inside it. Whenever you're preparing for any exam, you need to have a recap or syllabus outline. You must see, they have given in the syllabus these type. Otherwise, there is no limit. Topics are very wide, but what are the boundaries within which you have to prepare yourself? So that helps you a lot, right? Getting extra knowledge is no harm. Of course, it is always beneficial, but it depends on time. How much time do you have? If you're running out of time, then you focus your attention only towards the requirement. You do not look for the extra thing at that point. Okay, so now trigonometry ratio. Again, another challenging topic for some students. So you need to have a knowledge of asymptote, trigonometric graph, and if graph is given, how to read it. If values are given, how to sketch the graph, solving equation. And in trigonometry, you need to have the understanding of degrees and radian both, right? Because radian is covered in circular measure topic usually. Most of the time, some relations are given to you on the first sheet of the exam paper. So you need to understand which are the formulas which are given there and which you have to remember and revise. So make sure you are aware of all those. So these are the topics. So basically in trigonometry, there are 3 things: sketching, identities, solving equation. But within those, there are many types. So you have to be careful that you have done this. And in circular measure, with respect to arc length and area of a circle. This chapter, another very important thing is that you need to know the, what it is called, all the properties of the different polygons like rhombus, quadrilaterals, different quadrilaterals, triangles, because those are included in it. So those basic concepts you need to understand when you are applying here. Double dot is by mistake. If I have made any spelling mistake, please forgive me. I tried to recheck, but to err is human. I can make mistake as well. In permutation and combination, again, read the points. Do not just cram the words, but make sure you understand the concepts. So these are the pointers. And again, there are certain things which you will not practice, which are out of your syllabus for O-level AdMaths. So these are those pointers: repetition cases, circular cases. So ignore those questions. They will not be part of past paper, but if you're referring any book, so you may find it. So just skip it. In binomial theorem expansion, you should know how to apply formula, how to find a specific term. And there they make it challenging by introducing ratios between the terms or unknowns, like here I have written. So those type of things. This is a new topic series. Like I said in the bottom, I have given past paper question which will help you to revise these concepts with the help of few questions only. When a student practice, for example, 2 years paper, right? He may come across with the same type of question, and that may not help him to revise the whole concept. So I have selected question from different paper to help this student to recap the whole concept, whole topic. It may help you 95%, I would say, because 100% I won't say anybody. Then you have to cover more of the question, most of the question. Now in series, arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and related to that, nth term, sum, and this. I have selected question for this topic from A level P1 because this topic was a part of A level P1 paper, right? So I have given the reference which question you can take. Now in differentiation, again, you can go through, put the video on pause and read each and every topic, and you must understand each one of them. Chain rule, product rule, equation of tangent, normal, increments, rate of change, meaning of these symbols, because sometimes notation we don't understand and we mess up the question, though we know it what to do in it. And similarly in integration, these are the concepts. You must know that integration and differentiation are included in the wider math of calculus, so they're part of the calculus, right? Then last two topic, kinematic and vectors. So vectors are also very important. Reading graph or diagram is given, how to solve it, how to find out. So vectors and kinematic. And kinematic you can apply integration and differentiation again. Like I said, I'm not explaining the concept here, but these are the pointers. So let's see the questions. Now in question, I would say one thing. In front of the question, I have given the hint to the student. Okay, what is asked in that question? So for example, if I just write this question, you will not know what is in it because simultaneous equation is asked in many ways. For example, I have written two algorithmic equation given. So simultaneous, but with the help of logarithmic equations. So it is helping you revise both the concepts. Sometimes simultaneous equation is in index form, sometimes in exponential form. So I have given hint of the question concept in front of the question so that you know what type of question you are practicing here. Similarly, you can see here in the topic indices, surds, and logarithm, I have divided it into three parts: surds, indices, logarithmic function. So there are questions of this type, you can practice them. Then quadratic expression and equation, another very important topic. So same method, questions and hints are here. Again, you can put the video on pause and note down these questions or practice or whatever you want to do. But I have tried to give hint for the quick revision. And I have tried not to pick up more than 6 or 7 questions, but they have been selected in a manner which will help you recall or revise the whole concept. Now coordinate geometry, linear law, and by mistake if I have mentioned any year incorrectly, please ignore it because I have tried my level best. For example, here June 16, but which year I think it is missed. So I will try to look for it and put it in the description which question was it, right? Because here at the moment I can't write. I'll try to put it in the description, the correct reference here. Then in the function, these are the questions. You can see completing a square. It is a part of quadratic, but function topic is often combined with quadratic. For example, range, this is asked in both quadratic and in function. Now exponential function, right? What else? Sketch modulus graph, quadratic function, completing a square form. So you can see plenty of questions which is giving you clear hint what to revise. In trigonometry, again, identity questions you want to practice, sufficient. Solving equation 2, sketching. By the way, in questions of sketching, you may find few solving because, you know, in final exam, they merge the concepts. So circular major questions, So sometimes figure is given to you, sometimes it is not given, sector area. So you can say good challenging question I've written, which are, in my experience, a student found little difficult. So I have mentioned here in front of it. And this is good thought-provoking question. So with the best of my understanding, I've tried to give as much hint as I can. So here it is binomial. Now these questions are taken from P1 paper of A-level mathematics, right? Because this topic is part of A-level mathematics. So you can note down from here. In differentiation, because basic differentiation, rate of change, stationary point. And by the way, the P1, you will see in A-level differentiation. If you revise that concept, you will cover all this. Rather, they have more than what is required there. So if you see my videos on A-level mathematics differentiation, that will also help you a lot. Then equation of tangent and normal, and after that integration questions. I hope these hints will help you definitely. Again, put the video on pause. I'm trying to do fast because I don't want to make it very long video. So with this, I will end. Vector is the last topic. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you think it is helpful and will help a student, do share it with your friends. Please press like and subscribe button, and do write your comments. What do you feel about it? Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.